Hey guys, we're back this week. We decided for this episode we were going to do our first challenge. So this week we decided, beginning of the project, we should see where our starting point is for everybody. So we picked a couple different exercises. Everyone can do a couple just to see sort of what our fitness levels are at starting now and to give us something to compare to as the project progresses. So let's see where we're at.
Okay, so trying out these metric challenges, I decided to do squats, planking, sit-ups. I tried for lunges. I tried for jumping back jacks. I did both of those, but I didn't do either of them well. All of the exercises, I was actually surprised at how, I didn't do well, but I'm surprised at how well I did comparatively. It did give me some hope for improving. Like I was actually able to do push-ups. So that says something to me that at least there's a path forward, there's something to look forward to. So I left coming out of those not necessarily pleased with my results, but encouraged nonetheless.
All right, so for my kind of benchmark, I did squats, push-ups, crunches, and to see how long I could hold a plank, and everything else I kind of did, how many I could do in a minute. The push-ups I absolutely did for my knees because I know who I am and I have no upper body strength whatsoever. So in a similar vein, while I was impressed that I could do more than one, I was a little bummed out that I couldn't even get to 10. Considering it was something that I used to do pretty readily, whether it be like through sports or through at the gym or whatever the case is. So I was like, I know I can have certainly some improvement there. As for the squats and crunches, I was pretty satisfied with my benchmark. However, I was pretty, again, bummed out, similar to Megan, that I was so winded after and was just, that was kind of the moment of wow, I'm really out of shape and I really have some room for improvement, but I look forward to growing and continue trying to do that.
So for my metrics, again, chose some similar activities. I was quite surprised with myself how fast I was able to do a lap of the track. I know 2 minutes, 32 seconds for maybe kind of a healthier person is not the best time, but for myself, it's at least a minute or two faster than what I thought I was going to do. So I feel good about that. As far as the leg workouts and stuff, I knew about a year ago that my legs were definitely my strongest part. I'm sure that's standard across the board. So I was a little bit disappointed in my low numbers and how tired I was afterward. But throughout the week, I've also been doing a lot of incidental workouts, just playing outside, going to the park and stuff. So I'm already feeling better with the weather, and I've got a lot of hope moving forward that these metrics are going to improve.
So for my metrics, I chose similar, push-ups, squats, planking, which is the worst, and I think was actually an inside joke made by a trainer that no one told us was a punchline. And then just no one corrected. And then obviously walking. I do some I like the 2 clicks of walking. I do at various times, sometimes in the morning, sometimes different times of the day. It is tougher to do. I used to be able to run 2 kilometers, and now I can walk 2 kilometers if I try. So it's amazing how different a year will have in our bodies. So hopefully I will do better in the future, or I will die. Either or. I look forward to how this works out.
So that's our kind of our first week wrap up. How does everybody feel about their diets and workouts in general? I know that for me, week 1 was a little tougher just to get going, get myself motivated. Trying to do these things from home is hard. But I still think that, we got through week 1, so I'm happy.
Yeah, I would say motivation, for sure, I'm struggling. And also as much as I have nothing going on, finding the time is also a whole thing. I'm stuck at home, and this whole online learning thing is so consuming, and you would think that it's more of a hovering thing where you can still have your own life, but it is absolutely not. And I spend 100% of my time telling them to get back onto school and stop watching Minecraft videos on YouTube. So I have been doing okay at finding time for myself, but I think moving forward, I'm going to try and find ways that everybody can be included. So going to the park is a really great example where there's things for the kids to do, and then there's things that I can do and focus on. And being outside for everybody, I think, is doing us all the world of good. So.
Absolutely. And I can agree on the fact that the hardest part, as much as I'm at home the entire time, is just making it part of a routine.
Yes.
And whether it be having to choose a set time of day and it's always at that time of day, or making sure that I make that time, because that time is there. I just have to allow myself to have it. I have to make that time for myself. Like, that's been the hardest challenge, honestly.
Yeah, so my challenge, I think, is I either have like the emotional fortitude to either eat well or work out. So having the emotional fortitude to do both is getting back to that routine for me.
So I think like in the spirit, I'm not a personal trainer, but I think in the spirit of being kind to each other, being kind to ourselves, and trying to just ease ourselves into something that we're not used to doing anymore. If you don't have the mental fortitude to like eat well and work out in the same day, then do one or the other, you know?
Oh yeah, self-compassion is far more beneficial for our health and wellness than just, you know, being upset with ourselves and getting really down on ourselves.
I gotta say, I'm sad that's your answer and not, well, just don't do it. But whatever, you're probably healthier than me, so whatever.
One day your enthusiasm and your ability will rise, and you'll be propping us up when we're down. I hope.
Oh, I don't. What was that line from Endgame? Don't give me hope. The Hawkeye says.
Good line to end week 1 on.
Yeah.
Jeez.
All right, we'll see all of you for week 2, where we're going to be doing some egg squats. Find out what that is next week.
Best part of crunches, laying on the ground.